What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Retro Night. And this time around we are playing Godzilla or Gojira, Monster of Monsters for the NES. And I figured I'd do a Godzilla episode, you know, with King of the Monsters coming out, and well, it's already out technically. Not so much coming out, it's already out, and I already hit movie theaters. You know, with that coming out, I figured, hey, I want to play some Godzilla games. So I bought this one, and I bought Super Godzilla to do some Godzilla videos in. So let's get into this game. So pretty much the plot of the game is Godzilla and Mothra team up to fight the other monsters, pretty much, and I think you have to make it to Planet X, some shit like that. I think the end boss pretty much is Mechagodzilla. I mean, you fight him multiple times, but yeah. So pretty much the game, once you start it up, it takes this whole thing where it's like a chessboard essentially, and you move your characters, and then once you move your characters, you then have to go through the level and all that stuff. So you got the choice between Godzilla and Mothra. Godzilla, you know, walks through everything, stomps on everything, destroys everything pretty much. Mothra just flies right above it. So, and they all have their, you know, standard attacks. Godzilla actually has more attacks. Mothra just has 2 attacks. She has the little thing that she shoots out of her mouth. I guess it's, I don't know. It's some kind of, I guess it's supposed to be the string she shoots out of her mouth. But it's just like a little ball that she shoots, and it doesn't even go that far either. So pretty much if the enemy's not right in front of you, it's not gonna do shit. And then her second attack is a special attack. When you hit the start button, she'll drop her wings, essentially. Like, I guess it's her dust. It's supposed to be her dust, but when you look at it, it's just parts of her wing falling off. And then with Godzilla, he's got like a jab, he's got a little mid kick, and then when you crouch down with Godzilla, you can hit enemies with his tail. And that's actually a big move, the tail hit, because you can actually stun lock a lot of the other monsters, which are bosses in the game, and you can actually stun lock them. So that's a good move to use. And then of course, when you hit the start button, which is the special button in this game, select is actually the pause button in this game. Start button lets Godzilla just rip out his atomic breath and pretty much destroy whatever's in that breath area, because when it comes out in a beam, and whatever is in that area gets completely destroyed. So it's all out badass move. I mean, for this being like one of the first like NES Godzilla games, the chessboard thing kind of puts people off, but I think it's an okay game. I think it's decent. You know, a lot of people don't like it because they're like, well, the chessboard, I don't know how to do this and that, blah blah blah. Well, it's easy. You just move around, and then however many spaces you go, that's how many levels you go through. Except for Mothra, who can, I think, move 2 or 3 spaces. I'm not sure. Godzilla can move 2 spaces, but yeah, depending on how many spaces you move, that's how many little levels of like canyon, or depending on if you get closer to, like, it looks like a satellite dish and stuff like that, you'll go through like a robot city type of thing. It's like futuristic city, I guess, alien city, whatever. But they have a lot of machinery and stuff in there. Depending on that, you know, you'll fight different enemies and stuff like that. But however many spaces you move, that's how many times you have to go through one of those levels. But other than that, I don't have much gripes about it. I know AVGN, he had a lot of gripes about it, but it's actually a pretty okay game. It's not that bad. I mean, once you understand it and and get a feel for it, you'll be fine. The bosses are kind of like dorky and dopey. Some of them are, and some of them, like I said, you can stun lock. You'll actually see me stun lock one of the bosses into the corner and just like repeatedly just hit them with my tail. They have a lot of big name monsters, and some of them are just like, some are not big name monsters. And you're just like, why did you choose him? He only fought him once, you know. But they do have Mecha Godzilla in here and all that stuff, so that's good. I like it. Like I said, it's not that terrible of a game. It could be worse, really. So a lot of people that complain about it is like, go play Super Godzilla. That's 10 times worse. You know, go play that. Because buildings hurt you in Super Godzilla. At least in this one, you can destroy buildings, so that's awesome. But yeah, I don't have much gripes about it. I actually think it's an okay, decent, fair game. I don't have much more to say about it. Besides to beat the levels, pretty much you have to go all the way down to the bottom, which is a satellite dish. On each level, pretty much is a satellite dish. You gotta get to that level. But you gotta do it with both monsters. So once you do it with Godzilla, you gotta do it with Mothra. So, but with Godzilla, since he's the stronger one, he can wipe out most of the boss monsters, and Mothra doesn't have to deal with that, and just have Mothra just fly over the level and you're done. I mean, it'll take us some time because Mothra's a little slower. But Mothra does get the dodge a lot of the stuff, so. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I don't have that much gripes about the game. I actually fairly enjoyed it. I used to play this as a kid, and I don't think I really got the grasp on it when I was a kid, but as an adult, you know, I got more of the grasp on it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a really fun game. You know, not too bad of a game, you know, for a Godzilla game. Because as we all know, the Godzilla games got 10 times better, you know, with the inclusion of, I want to say like PS2 to the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox era, even one on the Wii. You know, they got really good where you could do 2 players and just fight each other and all that stuff, so. But yeah, I have no gripes. I think it's a fair game. If you want to pick it up, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. Just don't pay too much. Don't pay like anywhere from $20 to $30 for the game, because it is not worth that much. Don't pay that. But yeah, it's a fair game. But anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of Retro Night, and we were playing Godzilla for the NES. Godzilla, Monster of Monsters. Retro Nerd out.